What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here. I want to welcome you to our Profit Power Hour. You should all be able to see the welcome screen now. I'll be sharing my webcam here momentarily so y'all can see me and say what's up and hang out and chill and do some really cool stuff together. So what everybody sees right now is the welcome screen. Go ahead, if you're just now joining us, if you could see the welcome screen, just go ahead, let me know by typing in a 1 or saying I can see it, whatever it is. Anything, just let me know you can hear me and you can see my screen. On the right-hand side, we have the all of my social media, left-hand side, some recommended tools. We'll go over that here in just a little bit. Everybody is piling in the room right now. I'm excited because tonight we're gonna start building a new ecom business together. And this is just simply, one of the perks that you get from just simply for being a Profit Power Hour VIP student. These webinars are incredible. If you're brand new, make sure that you always hop on these webinars. Let me get my webcam on here. There we go. All right, what's up, everyone? You should be able to see me now. Everybody got me? Okay, cool. So if you're new to these webinars, make it a habit to schedule these every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We go live and we go over different business models and different products and different ways, to make money with e-commerce and Shopify and Facebook marketing. And these webinars, our biggest success students will tell you, are one of the main reasons that I've seen so many of our students succeed, because there is that continued education, right? The continued education that you get, and motivation and inspiration and sense of community. This all is a driving force that helps you achieve your goals, right? And pushes you toward achieving your goals, right? And so, that being said, everybody should be able to see me now. I'm going to go ahead and quickly just do the introduction. Last week, we gave away a $5,000 done-for-you store where my team actually is going to go in and build someone's store. So we have lots of great giveaways that happen. If you get on here, you have the opportunity to win these $5,000, $15,000 giveaways, win cash money every week, because I like to reward you for investing your time in yourself. And thinking back, that's something that my dad did for me. I think that really kind of helped inspire me to be an entrepreneur. I was just a kid working for minimum wage. My brother was in college. I was in college. We were not really entrepreneurs. And my dad would always inspire me to try to do things outside of the box. He would try to inspire me to become, invested or interested in entrepreneurship. And he would do it by, rewarding me in different ways, be it rewarding me by taking me to my favorite restaurant, rewarding me for achieving something new, by giving me a little bonus. I'm sorry about my dogs barking. They just decide that they want to bark all of a sudden when I go live. It's always awesome for that to happen. But that's kind of where I got it from, the cash giveaways. People say, why do you give away money every week? And it's because it's fun to motivate people and reward them for doing things that are in their own best interest, right? And it helps push you to do that. So I think it's a cool thing that I got from my dad that I'm able to do and share with my students. And right now, what we're talking about is this awesome business model that is crushing it. It is like taking over e-commerce right now, and being on these Profit Power Hours is part of always being able to ride that wave, right? Never missing that big wave. And so we're building this new e-commerce business model. It's really simple, but there is a blueprint, there is a strategy to it, and we're going over that. So we're gonna get into that in just a minute. And just make sure if you're new, you go back and you watch the replays. I'll show you how to access those in just a moment. So on the right-hand side of the screen here is my social media. I am very, very, very active on Instagram, very active on YouTube, and very active on Facebook. So make sure that you obviously follow me on those 3 platforms. The other ones, I just randomly do stuff, and you should follow me there too. On the left-hand side, we have some of our suggested tools, and these suggested tools are just suggested tools. They're not, tools that if you don't have, you cannot run an e-commerce business. It's just the Shopify platform is built on the App Store, right? Your ability to start a store but plug in all of these power tools, if you will, and profit boosters is what makes Shopify so simple and successful for just regular everyday people with no tech experience. And so these are some tools that I've built and that I recommend that are power tools that can help you optimize your store, automate your store, increase your profit margins. So if you want to automate your Facebook targeting, we have our Facebook targeting tool. If you want to use discounts in a really unique way to increase conversions, we got Coupon Hero. If you want to gamify building an email list so your customers can spin a wheel to win a discount, which increases conversions and builds your email list, we've got Wheelie Opt-in. So you can go to those links and check all of those out. On the bottom left, you have essential fulfillment apps. These are apps that we use in my business. Pillow Profits, which is my #1 pick for drop shipping, print on demand items. So that's amsecretlink.com/profits. Shine On does customized jewelry, and they ship from the United States, so it's ultra fast shipping, super awesome company. Profitph.com/shine. Those are both private apps, so you're not going to find those on the Shopify App Store, and a lot of people don't know about them, right? And so since I teach people and I train people, and I've had so many success students, a lot of these platforms that are private give me special links to refer my students over there, give them some, perks for being a student because they know that you're an action taker, right? So Shine On is completely free to join. Pillow Profits, I think it's like $20, $30 or something like that. Zendrop is the best alternative to AliExpress. So if you want to drop ship products from both US and China, Zendrop is a great platform. So again, there's an exclusive link there. The profitph.com/Zendrop link is going to give you perks, and it's going to give you discounts and things like that that no one else gets. And at the tip top of the page here, you've got our 14-day free trial to Shopify, my Shopify partner link. So if you haven't started a store yet, go to shopify.com/Adrian Morrison. You'll see a boy's face most likely on the page and start your Shopify store. All right, so that's our partner link. So Shopify tracks you to me, and obviously, Shopify helps me do a lot of things and gives me perks and gives me a lot of tools and everything to help my students that start Shopify stores through my links. That way, it's a win-win-win situation. I'm motivated for you to succeed, right? There's a lot of motivation for me. I win when you win. When you keep your Shopify store open, I win because Shopify can see that I'm teaching people to join their platform that actually run real businesses, not that are here today and gone tomorrow. So super exciting stuff here. So this is our welcome screen. And if you're brand spanking new, again, everyone has access to our Profit Power Hour members area and our Access Adrian members area. So just make sure that you log in to your member area here, and you can scroll down and you'll see under my courses and software, the Profit Power Hour member area. Now, this is going to be any courses and softwares that you've enrolled in through my company. So if you don't have all this stuff here, it's because you're not in the M Inner Circle or App Partners or Optimized Upsell or whatever it may be. You'll see anything that's available that you don't currently have under, available courses and software. So, but everybody for free has access to the Profit Power Hour members area, and inside, excuse me, inside that members area, you're going to be able to access any and all replays of these trainings. So I would definitely recommend that you go back if you're brand new and you watch these last two replays. So you just go to webinar replays, 2021 trainings. While you're at it, hover your mouse over my profile photo here and subscribe on YouTube so you get notifications when we drop these private replay videos. All right, so all you have to do is just hover over and hit subscribe and watch these, because what we do here on the PPH is we go through like these 3 to 4 week boot camps whereby we're not really following Ecom Success Academy, and we're not following exactly what you're learning right now if you're with one of our higher level coaches in Diamond or Emerald or Platinum or whatever it may be. This is really just off the cuff training every week on here's what is popping right now, what I'm doing, and what you should be also looking forward and planning to. So even if you're new and you're just getting started, don't say, oh, I don't need to get on these webinars. You need to be on these more than ever if you're brand new. So go back and watch these replays. They're here for you. Check them out. And what we're doing this week is we're going to be going over this new business model for e-commerce that any and every one of you can enjoy and benefit greatly from. And so right now, what I want you to do is go to our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/profitph. Tell everybody to hop on the webinar. Okay, so get on right now, because we are going to start this journey where we literally build a new e-com business model together. Yes, so we're literally going to build an e-com business together on the Profit Power Hour with this new model. And we're explaining right now the foundational principles of it, which are not very, complex. They're very simple. And the idea here is to automate. The idea here is to generate more profits. The idea here is to separate yourself from the average e-commerce business in a unique way that makes your store, right, and your strategy and your business superior to the average way of doing things. So go to the Facebook group, and if you're not yet in the Facebook group, make sure that you go ahead and you apply, because we've got 18,700 plus amazing people in the group right now, and it's a great community. It's not a free group for just random people to join. It's only for my PPH members that have my apps or have, our coaching or training or courses, whatever it may be. So if you're on this webinar, then you're eligible to be in here at no extra cost. So make sure that you go here and you join the Facebook group, because you will be rubbing shoulders with other newbies, other, intermediate entrepreneurs, advanced entrepreneurs. We're talking about 6-figure, 7-figure. There's even a couple of 8-figure entrepreneurs in here that are running e-commerce businesses. So it's a great place to be. And all you have to do is simply go join. Okay. Now, let's recap a little bit of what we talked about last week. Okay. So last week, what we did is we went over this new business model for e-commerce. Okay, so we went over this new e-com business model. It's all the rage right now, and we've talked about what is the average way that people do e-commerce, and what is this other way that we can do e-commerce that's better. And we identified that the average way of doing things, while it has worked and it still does work, it could be better, right? I mean, if you think about it like this, why does Ferrari, one of the best car makers and automobile makers in the world, right? They have the most sought after brand. Why is it that they take a beautiful car like the Ferrari California? It's a gorgeous car. And why do they, a couple of years later, scrap that model and call it the Ferrari Portofino, and change the look and change up the engine and the suspension and all these things? Why does Ferrari, if they already have the best car, why do they keep remaking their cars into newer models? Why does Ford, whom has awesome trucks like the Ford Raptor, keep remaking the Raptor every single year, or every 3 to 4 years come out with a whole new model? I think the 3 to 4 to 5 year one would be more applicable as an example. Why do they reconstruct the whole car, make it look completely different, new? It's because there's always a way that we could do things better, right? There's always a way that we can optimize upon something that's already great. And so while what we've been doing all of these years is great, I've made an insane amount of money doing it. Students have made an insane amount of money doing it. People are still making an insane amount of money doing it right now. The benefit of being a part of this community, of my programs, my webinars, is just like all of the car manufacturers, all right, including Ferrari and Lamborghini and Rolls-Royce, all these big names. I'm always looking at how I'm not satisfied with great. I want the best, and I want to evolve, and I always want to do things bigger and better as new opportunities arise, new tools come out. I'm always looking at how can I be the best and have the best business model possible, because if I'm going to put my time and energy and effort into it, then I don't want to have something that I'm just content and complacent with. Rather, I want something that I know is producing the most return possible for my time, energy, and efforts. Does that make sense? Just go ahead and say yes if that makes sense to you. Okay. So when you're running your business, not only are you investing money, but you're investing time, okay? And you want the best return for your time. So how do you do that? And how do you start spending less time to earn more money? Because in the beginning of a business, right, in any business, you're gonna invest the most time. When you're a beginner and you're starting out, you're starting a business, you invest more time then than you ever will in the future. And it's because you're in that startup phase, right? And the startup phase is supposed to pay out, right, long term. Put all that time in to get payouts. And with the e-commerce business, that's what you do. You build your store, you build your brand, you build and set up your email lists and all of these apps, and you have the startup phase. But then after the startup phase, what most people get stuck in is this churn and burn. This we went over last week. And a startup phase essentially is you find a product, okay? So like this heart necklace right here, and this heart necklace is killing it right now. I mean, everybody wants to buy heart necklaces. It's just this really cool new heart necklace that people love, and it's unique, and you can open up and you can open it up, put a picture in it, and it's got a description on it, whatever. Everybody's buying it. And so what you do is you add that to your store and you sell it for a handsome profit, right? So the necklace is $19.99 and you sell it for $19.99. And this phase happens over a period of time. Let's just say over a period of, month number one, all the way through month number 12. Let's say that this is a timeline of month 1 through month 12. What's going to happen is your campaign, while it's going to start off killing it, okay, it's going to start killing it, there's going to be a point where this heart necklace no longer is hot anymore. Over a period of time, this heart necklace will become fatigued, right? It will fizzle, right? I always talk about the sizzle in your ads. This heart necklace will eventually stop killing it, become stagnant, and it will start dying off, right? And so that is why you have this churn and burn cycle here, where you're always looking for new products and you're always looking for new customers. And the thing is that after a while, you're going to sell everybody a heart necklace. So I've always looked at the business model as, let's find evergreen products. Let's sell products that, people are, the masses are going to want. So when we talk about evergreen products, that's how I got into the dog niche, because every day somebody adopts a dog or buys a puppy. And so every day there's going to be new customers that want to buy the dog collar and the dog toys and the dog treats and all that good stuff. Does that make good sense, right? So it is a evergreen niche. the grandparents niche or the parents niche, evergreen. Every day babies are born, every day. And so there's going to be a new flood of customers. And so when you have an evergreen product, right, what you'll find is that it just keeps crushing it, right? Does that make sense? Yes? An evergreen product never runs out of customers, right? Now this heart necklace here is not really an evergreen product. You're going to have to be finding people that have a specific reason they want to buy a heart necklace. But if you're selling a dog collar, we know that you got to put a dog collar on a dog. Take it outside, you got to have a collar for a leash, right? So that's the difference between two products. So as I've been teaching my students all of these years, you see, I've had in mind, how do I take my efforts in research and building my e-commerce business and get the most return for those efforts? And that's why I've never really focused 1000% on selling the trendy products that are here today, gone tomorrow. Meanwhile, I've had friends that hop on the hoverboard trend and do $500,000 in sales real quick, but then 3 months, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so you're selling all these hoverboards and all of this trendy product, they're making $100,000, I'm missing out on everything. And meanwhile, a couple of months later, their e-commerce store is getting zero traffic, zero sales, and they're looking at, what do I do next? While my business has consistent, predictable, long-term sales that I can count on, right? Because my business doesn't run on this, right? My business doesn't do this right here. My business was designed to do this by way of product selection and niche selection. Okay, so we're not doing massive amounts of volume every day like some of these big trends are, but we're doing it long term, which looks better when you go to sell the business. What kind of business do you want to buy? One that's been doing this right here, or one that you see doing this right here, right? That's scary when it's up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's been the mindset, the model, right? And so what I have found is an evolution that is now possible just in this past, I would say, 6 months or so, really. This evolution that is just as good as this and even better, where, yeah, sure, your product is evergreen, you're killing it and crushing it, but still you're always trying to find new customers. You've got this churn and burn that's still happening. Even though your product stays hot, you're always trying to sell a new customer that product, right? There was still a gap in what everyone was doing. And so what I started doing is, I rebuilt a better Ferrari. That's what I did. I took the Ferrari I had and I put better wheels on it, a better engine within, better electronics in it. It's more comfortable. It rides better. It's more reliable. It burns less gas, and it's faster, right? So business number 2, we can take the same necklace, right? The same evergreen product, and the same shell. It's the same shell. It's the inner workings that are different, right? And we can sell it, but we're not reliant on that finding new customers. Now, this works with evergreen products like the dog niche and the grandparents niche and the baby niche, all that stuff, and it works with the trendy products. So I found a way to make the trendy products worth my time. I found a way to make it worth jumping on the trends, because there is what's called back end money. So I want you to write that down. Write that down. It's probably one of the most important terms to any business. Any business, they're really focused on what is called back end profits. This, my friends, is where the cash, money, and success lies, the back end, okay? So how does it work? Well, we went over it last week, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you an example, a real live example. We drew it out, right? Last week. This week, we're gonna look at a real live example of it. So that being said, we take the same necklace, right? And traditionally, we're like, oh my God, I sold 20 of these necklaces today. Now tomorrow, I gotta find 20 more people that want a heart necklace, 20 more people that want a dog collar, 20 more people that want a earphones case, 20 more people that want a whatever it is I'm selling, right? And that is a semi-broken model right there. It's an exhausting model. If you're always waking up tomorrow like, oh my gosh, am I gonna find more people that wanna buy this product? So instead, what we do is, I showed y'all last week that I became aware, right? I recognized other paths, and I then evolved, right? I'm always looking at what other people are doing. And so what we went over about 2 weeks ago is this. We went over the need to, all right, we went over the need to go in and spend a boatload of money to get a boatload of sales, right? We got rid of the need to generate a lot of sales just so we could make today work. Does that make sense? All right. And we're doing it with subscriptions, and we're doing it in a way that allows us to come in and still sell viral products, right? But we're going to be able to build a membership subscription. All right, that's what we're doing here. And if you go back and look at the replays, you'll see these notes. Okay, so that's the goal. That's what we're doing. We became aware of something that was working, and then what we did is we took action, because, well, vision without action is nothing more than an hallucination, right? It's pointless. So when you see something and you recognize something, you must act upon it. And so if I come over here and I take a look at, say, Radio Shack, I do a lot of research on Radio Shack since Ty Lopez bought the company, because they're operating this no differently than a regular drop shipping store like Gear Grabber. They're just smarter and bigger than most people, because they have a brilliant team, right? So like, they're selling these random products that you can drop ship, right? They're selling completely random products that will shock you. Well, one thing that I noticed that they were doing is like this wireless charger right here. Underneath their website here, what I noticed is that they have the ability to join a rewards program, okay? So whenever you buy or purchase a product or add a product to the shopping cart, what they do is, over here to the right-hand side in the shopping cart, you're gonna notice an upsell. It's nothing more than an upsell. And the upsell allows you to get into a subscription, pay 10 bucks a month, and enjoy free shipping, free returns, and an extra 10% off of future orders on select items. All right. Where is Radio Shack making their money? If I was to ask you, hey, where do you think Radio Shack's really making their money? Do you think that, would you say they're making it off of that wireless charging stand that they're selling for 26 bucks that maybe they got for $5? And that's where their big money is? And then they have to ship it, they have to employ people to send it out. Would you say that that's where the money's at? Or would you say the real money is in the zero product cost, zero fulfillment, zero shipping rewards program that they have there for $9.99 a month? The money is in the back end. The money's in the subscription. It's all profit. It's all profit. And all it does, all this is designed to do, y'all, is convince you to come back and spend more money, because you have free shipping, you have discounts, right, that no one else has. So it is like the ultimate psychological marketing tactic that exists right now. It exists to get you to pay even when you're not participating, right? Because you're paying for the privilege and benefit of being within this club or rewards program. And then on top of that, right, it incentivizes you to use it since you're paying for it. And guess what you got to do in order to use it? You got to buy stuff where they still make profits. Brilliant. It's brilliant. So, you know, what I did is I recognized this. I saw this and I said, you know what? This is something that anybody can do. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do it with random products just like Radio Shack. So you take that same heart necklace, and when people click, they go to your store, okay? And you offer them a reward program. And you say, hey, look, if you join our reward program today, we'll give you an awesome discount, free shipping, all this good stuff. And when they go to their cart, they get a discount on the product that they're purchasing right now, and they enroll in your monthly subscription, right? So they bought the product, got a discount, but they also joined your reward program, which then gives them discounts and perks and whatever it may be. So now that customer that spent money today, you don't got to chase them again to hopefully get them to buy a different product. You could do nothing at all. And month after month, that one customer to you that spent $10 today on your reward program will be billed over $130 if they stay that 12 months. And obviously they come back and they buy more stuff and there's more profits realized, you know, from this than just the subscription. But this is pure money, pure profit. So imagine if every customer that came to your store to buy a random heart necklace, right, or a t-shirt or whatever it is, was worth actually worth you $131. It would change everything, right? It would change everything, because now when you spend $20 in ads and you sell one heart necklace for 30 bucks, you didn't just make $10 profit, you actually are set up to make $131 profit over the course of the year. Does that make sense? Right? So that's why this is so big. It's free money, it's effortless, it's perpetual, it is something that anybody can implement with a drop shipping store. And all we've done here is we've taken the Ferrari that we've built out over the last couple of years and we've upgraded it, right? We've optimized it, and we can plug and play all the hot products in the world, all the trendy products. Now when there's a trend, I'm not going to say, oh, don't waste time on this trend because it's here today, gone tomorrow. I'm going to see the I am going to see the trend as a way to flood people into your funnel, because all this is this heart necklace right here. This heart necklace is what I call a lead magnet, okay? That's what this is a lead magnet. Let me just write that in better handwriting. Okay. This is designed to, let me see if I can pull in, if I can draw a magnet here. This is designed to pull in customers to your funnel. That's really all it is. Like when you're using this strategy here, you're not concerned really with how much profit am I making selling the heart necklace, or how much profit am I making selling the dog collar, right? You're not really concerned with that. What you're concerned about is how many people can I get into this funnel and push them, right, into my reward program. So whatever this is hot, it's viral, it's designed to get people to stop and go into your funnel, okay? So this is a subscription funnel. Your goal is to use magnets like this, viral products, okay, to get people into your funnel. It doesn't matter what the product is. It's irrelevant, okay? It could be baby shoes, it could be pens, it could be candles, it could be whatever the hot thing is right now. The funnel never changes. And the funnel is when people are on your website, you make it prominent that if they join your rewards program, they will realize a epic discount and epic additional perks, and you get them into the subscription rewards program. So how might this look? Because anybody can create this, right? But the key is, how do you display it in a way like Radio Shack has done and Pier 1 does and so many other big companies that makes it prominent? So there are some ways to do it that are better than others. So I'm going to show you a quick example of one that I created, and I'm working on other ways to make it really, really awesome and simple for people to see. But okay, so right now, first off, you can see up here at the top of Gear Grabber, you can sign in or create an account, right? So whenever somebody purchases a product from me and they join our rewards program, they get an account. And they will then be able to sign in that account, and there will be their discount prices on everything and all that good stuff. So your Shopify store actually automatically will create accounts for people when they buy something. And when they buy something, right, you can give their account specific perks. All right, so that's number one. All right, so how would we get somebody to buy this membership reward program without a bunch of custom coding and stuff like that? So as I scroll through here and I look at this, like these 14 karat solid bloom earrings, actually, no, it's not these. Hold on, let me see. It might be a different one. These, maybe it's the 18 karat ones. Yeah, all right. So what I've done here is I'm using one of my apps, and I did this right before the webinar, so it's kind of ugly for now. But when somebody's shopping on my store, and let's say they're looking at these earrings here, and this, y'all know this is a demo store, so it's ugly because I'm always changing it, moving things about it, testing apps on it and stuff. So clearly your store would look more beautiful than this. And so anyways, somebody's here buying these earrings. It's $589 for these earrings, or maybe it's $19.99 because they're cheap earrings from AliExpress, whatever. Underneath the add to cart button, you can see it says join Gear Grabber rewards. Save 20% plus get free shipping on your order today and all future orders. So two things are happening here. Number one is they're looking at what instant gratification do I get today? How do you get somebody to get into a subscription? That's the key. How do you get them to agree to allow you to bill them for a membership? And the way that you trigger that, this is a trigger here, okay? The way that you trigger getting them to opt into this membership is by way of instant gratification from savings, okay? People, I said this last week, people will spend money to save money. I'm gonna say it again. People will spend money to save money. Let's write it down because I can't say it enough. With the subscription funnel, right? The trigger that's going to get people to make this purchase, okay? So your profit trigger is going to rely on this quote right here, all right, which is people spend money to save money. People spend money to save money. How many of you in here have done that before? How many of you have spent money that you probably wouldn't have spent otherwise, only because you knew if you spent it right now, you would save? It's marketing. All right, so the profit trigger is people will spend money to save money. So that being said, right, the profit trigger here is that this item, in this particular case, this is a high ticket item, it's $589. And so anyone that looks at this is going to say, okay, hold on. So I'm buying a pair of $589 earrings. Now, mind you, my cost on these earrings might only be $100. You know, if they're real gold earrings or whatever, they might be 80 bucks, $100, whatever. The markup in the jewelry industry is typically like 10x. But I'm just going to do some quick math right here. All right, so I have to do math seems like every week now. All right, so if I give someone 500 on a $589 item, I give them 20% off, that saves them $117, okay? So I'm giving them $117 off of this item if I give them a 20% discount. Does everybody understand that? So I'm sacrificing $117, but I'm still gonna profit over $400 off of this product. Does that make sense? Because of the markup. So I don't really lose any money. And for someone else, they're gonna look at this and say, oh my gosh, I could save $100 if I just join their reward program. Plus I'm gonna save on shipping. And the reward program is only $10, 11 bucks. Why wouldn't I spend $11 to save 100? Why wouldn't I spend $10 to join this reward program to get free shipping? I plan on coming back to this website and shopping more often, and I'm gonna spend tons of money in shipping and handling, and I get free shipping on all future orders if I just pay $10 a month. Plus I get 20% off of all future orders. I might spend another $500 on this website this year, which will save me an abundance of money. You see, what people do in their head, consumers, is they start justifying, right, ways to spend the money. And the best justification for spending money is because you're going to save money. Does that make sense? Yes? Right? So what we're doing here is we're giving people an epic discount. It's a big win for them, but they're joining our membership reward program, which is a monthly subscription service. And that to us, if it's $10 a month, it'd be $10 and change. But if it's $10 a month, it's worth $120 plus a year. So what if every single person that came to your website was in that mindset of I'll spend a little bit more money because I could save some money now, right? I can cancel this in the future. I'll cancel it next month. But right now I'm going to get that savings on it, right? That's what people do. But then people don't cancel the second month or the third month because when they get in it, they realize, wow, this is a great value, right? They're getting maybe you give them exclusive membership to a Facebook group, and you get your customers in a Facebook group where you drop products in the Facebook group before you drop them on your Shopify store, and you give them a better discount than you list it for sale in your Shopify store, right? You actually make the program isn't supposed to exist just to be BS to get people and trick people into a rebill. That's unethical, and that serves nobody. If you want to build a real brand, you need to serve your customer base, right? Build loyal customers, and that's how you build a big brand. And that's how you sell that brand for a lot of money, because you have a loyal customer base. So that being said, you know, when you create your own VIP club, right? The first and easiest way to give them value is to give them a 10 to 20% discount, like Radio Shack does it on select items. I say with us as drop shippers, we know we got more than 20% markup in all we're marking our items up 2, 3x, right? So think about the long game here. And so what we do is we give people 20% off all future orders, everything. We know we're marking it up 100, 200%. So what's 20%? And we give them free shipping. So we're still profiting when they purchase items in the future, right? And we're also billing them $10 a month. Maybe next month they don't come back and buy anything, but we still bill them $10 because they're in our membership program. And maybe 4 months goes by, they haven't made a purchase, and we've billed them $40, right? That customer, whether they come back to our store or not to buy, we're still gonna make $40 more off of them. And then the 5th month hits, and let's say it's November, and we have a Black Friday sale, and they come to stack their cart for the holiday shopping spree for the family to buy gadgets and gear and whatever it is. And they realize that 20% savings, they're gonna save way more than $40. I mean, way more than $40 they're going to save if they do their whole Christmas shopping spree on our store. So when they come back and they purchase, like, wow, you know, I mean, yeah, I spent $40 over the last 4 months, but I just saved 100. Justification to continue spending money so they can save money. See what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So the question is what's going to be the lead magnet? What's going to be the profit trigger within your funnel? And then how do you display it? So a lot of you are asking, you know, how am I getting this VIP club membership to show up here? And so what happens is whenever somebody hits add to cart here, let me make sure my cart's empty. Yeah, whenever someone hits add to cart here and adds this product to the shopping cart, right? Obviously we have upsells and whatnot. We want to make sure that that VIP membership is added with it. Does that make sense? That's what we want to do. That's what our goal is to get them to add the membership to a product, to the product as well. That's our goal. So that being said, I currently am using my software, Optimize Upsell. A lot of you have it, and I've just built a membership product in there, right? It's just a membership, and I'll go over how to do that in the coming weeks. And so now underneath every product, I can have this exclusive VIP Rewards Club membership, and people can come here and hit add, and you'll see it says success. You're in the club, you're getting 20% off. And when they add this to the shopping cart, whether they take any other upsells or not, they're going to now have this VIP membership added to their cart. You can also show it up here in the cart if you want to. So essentially, really what I'm doing in this particular example here is I'm adding, I literally made a digital product. Look, watch this. And I'll go more into it next week. I want you to understand the model first. It's important that you understand, right, the blueprint. So if we're looking at the VIP product, okay, so all I did was add a product to Shopify. I'm gonna add new product. And I added a product. This VIP membership is $10.97 a month. I have a recurring subscription on here using Recharge, right? We'll talk more about that in the future. And so every 30 days, we bill them the $10.97. And they get access to a membership with rewards, discounts, perks, free shipping, exclusive offers. They're in the club, right? That's really what it is. So creating it is easy. It's how do you get people to see it? How do you get people to add it to their cart? How do you get them to activate it? You do that with the profit trigger. Number one, right? This is the psychology and marketing strategy behind it, is having that profit trigger that gets people to start thinking about, oh, this is valuable because I'm going to get instant gratification. And then you have the tech. How do I offer it? How do I get it? How do I take this profit trigger here, right, and utilize it by getting it on the product page? Well, you can have it underneath that cart button. You can have it in your upsell window. You can have it in the add to cart area. you know, there's lots of ways to manually add it. So you can have a pop-up that whenever somebody attempts to leave the site, a pop-up comes up and says, or when they enter the website, a pop-up comes up and says, join our VIP club. So think about it like email marketing even. When you're trying to get people to subscribe to your email list, what do? Like, what kind of tactics do you use to get them to become an email subscriber? Well, use the same strategies, right, to get them to become a VIP club subscriber at the same time. Email your entire email list this product and say, join this today. Everyone that joins our VIP club today, for our grand opening of our VIP club, is going to get 30% off for life. And after our grand opening of our VIP club, it's going down to 15%. How do you flood people into your VIP club? When you do the grand opening, give them double the discount that you're going to give in the future. Again, I'm going to spend money now to save money later. Why am I going to spend money now when I really don't want to spend any money now? Because I'm going to save more money later. That's why. Because if I join the VIP club now, I get 30% discounts for life. If I join it 2 weeks from now, I'm only going to get 15%. And I'm probably going to kick myself in the butt when I go shopping on here. I'm like, man, I could have been saving 30%. Instead, I'm only saving 15%. It's just basic psychology. And like every marketer should understand that, right? So we'll get more into those types of ideas as you launch your business. But for now, you know, how many of you in here feel, just let us know in the chat box. I like to go back after and I like to read these. How many of you feel like this has been a valuable training, right? Just the foundation, the principles, the framework, right? We understand the framework now. Now it's how do we get this VIP club seen and added to the cart? Can you auto add it to people's carts? Are you building pop-ups? Can we use Wheelie Opt-in? Can we use Profit Pal? Can we use Optimize Upsell? I'm using Optimize Upsell to do it. Or do you go to a developer and get custom coding done? You can go to a developer and get them to custom code it into your website, right? Which is more expensive and a little risky because you're giving some random coder access to the liquid code on your website. But you know, there are a couple ways to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start discovering these ways, but then really what we're going to do before we even set it up to sell is make sure the value's there. We're going to go over building a membership with perks, right? Let's build the product and get the value there before we ever sell it. Kind of like when I released our Emerald program. I spent months building our Emerald program for high-level coaching, right? I spent months building our Platinum, our Diamond, and our Elite coaching programs before I ever released it. I put beta testers through it. I changed things. I made it better so the most value was there, because if you want this to work, it's got to be a win-win-win situation. The student or the customer has to get the best deal and get the best value. And then you benefit greatly from serving great value and giving great deals on your e-commerce store. Just like with my high-level coaching programs, we changed them, we added more to them. I put as much in them as I could. I try to sell them less expensive than anybody else out there that's not even certified by Shopify offers their programs for. Like, there are people out there that are charging $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for what I charge literally pennies for, comparatively speaking. And it's because I understand long-term, that's the winning strategy, right? It is going to keep people on deck. It's going to keep people moving forward and motivated and happy, and it's going to serve the most value. And that's how I run my digital business, my educational business, my e-commerce business, and that's how you should run your business, all right? So put the customer first. What would be that profit trigger that is the big win for them, that tells them It's worth spending the money right now because of the value that they're getting in savings that they're going to receive later, right? So think about that this week. I will be releasing these notes. So if you're asking in the chat box right now about, are you going to be able to download these notes? This is the framework to perpetual profits here. It's just plug and play. What product are you going to plug into the funnel? And how are you going to get your profit trigger in front of people's face? What's the best way to get them that profit trigger, right? Those are the two keys. We're going to go over that over the next couple of weeks. We're going to build this business together, and we're going to be ready to crush it Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, whatever, Thanksgiving, Halloween. It's all upon us. Can't wait. I really can't. So that said, we're going to give away some money in the Facebook group. I am just simply going to go in and announce a winner in there after I shut down this webinar. These notes will be downloadable on the replay page. So make sure that when I send out the email tomorrow, you open up your email, click on the replay, and there will be a download button to download these notes. You'll be able to download it into a PNG file or a PDF, one of the two. So you can save these and have this funnel map here, if you will. Then we'll go more in depth on how to build all this stuff and product selection and launching things together. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for it. I've got some really epic things in the works. Stay motivated, stay strong. And remember, success is not about, success is not just about money, right? Obviously we want more money, right? But success brings us so much more than money. It brings us time to get healthy, precious time to spend with our families that we love. It's so much more powerful than buying cool stuff. And I love cool stuff. I love cool stuff. Houses, real estate, cars, watches, rings, diamonds. I like it all. But it's just extra. The real value in success for me is time freedom to do what I want to do. If you look at my Instagram, you'll see last night I posted about this little girl that is been terminally diagnosed with brain cancer in Argentina. And one of my friends, Jordan, sent me a link to it. I don't know, man, it must have been 2 o'clock in the morning or something. I was still awake working. And, he just sent me a link, didn't say, hey, will you donate to this, whatever, just sent a link. Jordan never really sends like super long text messages. I think he was sending it out to a lot of people. He's actually the one that organized it, the charity, the GoFundMe. And it was this little girl, and all the life in her in the world, it seems, but the clock is ticking. It's limited time, and her family doesn't have the funds to get her to the United States so they can get the treatment that she needs, because apparently there's a treatment here in the US that could benefit her and potentially, save her life. And I look at my Instagram. Let me just see if I can pull this up, and I'll get to the point. Her name is Delphi, and I can't pull it up. It's on my phone. But the point is that at 2 in the morning, I saw this and I made my donation. To do my best. They're trying to raise a lot of money. 300 grand is what it cost to potentially save this young girl's life. And I made that donation, and I went to bed. And I woke up this morning and I got to work. There's nothing special about me having the money to donate to that. Is amazing and everything, but really what's powerful is being able to help someone have more time on this earth, right? Which is going to be a collective effort. from a lot of people donating to help Delphi. And I think I sit back and I think about, you know, how her family must feel. Her parents, I'm sure that they have jobs. I don't know if they have to work with your kids in that situation, what kind of, you know, what happens if you get time off work or whatever, but every single second is precious, right? So these all come into full circle. You know, time gives you money gives you the power to create more time. In many cases, it gives you, you know, the opportunity to help people have more time, right? Which is a blessing. And so when I see things like that, I've got the money, but I really am thinking about the time that they don't have, the time that is so precious to them. And it makes me incredibly grateful for the position that I'm in, to be able to have the time to spend with my family and my friends and my loved ones, and be able to help other people out. So I know a lot of y'all are asking. I don't really come on here and ask people to do you know, donations and things like that. So you know, I'm not gonna drop a link to it, but if you want to see it, it's on my Instagram account. So you know, you can swipe up on my Instagram and you can check it out. Oh, actually, I have the page pulled up in an old window because I was looking at it before. So yeah, you'll see that they've raised like 60,000+ bucks, and you'll see that, you know, there's a lot of people from all over the world donating and whatever. So it's just really awesome to be able to, you know, contribute to that. But when I saw this and I saw this girl's story here, really all I could think about was, you know, the importance of time, and how little time there is to get to this insane goal that they have to hit. And you know, I'm glad that Jordan hit me up and shared this with me, and yeah, I look forward to seeing this this little girl make it and enjoy the benefit of time. So that said, everything that I do when I do it on here, and I talk about success and money and all that stuff, it's because I understand that really the ultimate goal here is time freedom, and you can't really have time freedom without success and money, right, to provide you with that blessing in most cases. So that said, you know, if you're interested in donating to Delphi here, you can go to my Instagram, you can swipe up, donate $1, $2, share it, help her raise money to potentially save this sweet little girl's life. And you know, just be here next week at 9 p.m. EST. I'm trying to find my welcome screen here. At 9 p.m. EST for more training on how to create, you know, success and time freedom. All right, and go inside of our Facebook group, and I'll be announcing a $100 cash prize winner here momentarily. So I always give away money every single week, and hopefully, right, week after week, if you show up, you'll achieve your goals and you'll hit that next step, that next tier of success, and you'll be able to create time freedom for yourself. And you'll be in a position to where when you want to help other people, right, you'll be able to do that because you'll have that extra, you know, you'll have the finances to do so, or whatever, you know, $10, $5, whatever. So it's just that's the goal, right? Is to do good with your success. And I want to help you do that. So I'll see you next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour. I love you. Thank you for investing your time here in yourself and in me, and believing in me. It means the world to me to have you all here, and to, you know, even take the smallest teeny tiny little part in helping you achieve a better life and achieve your goals, and do great things, right? And just live the best life that you possibly can, because you deserve it, right? So I'll see you next week, 9 p.m. EST. Go on the Facebook group, and I can't wait to announce our $100 cash prize winner. Good night, y'all.